Hello and welcome aboard again to the wonderful community. Today we are going to be seeing how to perform complex scratches with drops. You do the complex scratches, that is combination of your baby scratch, start scratch, then you drop the song. So before we really get into it in detail, first you need to get this mapping. Just watch. I believe at this stage you've gotten the mapping. You come to this very stage. When you click, after putting it in your virtual DJ folder, you select scratch. You select, then you click save. This is what you get. You'll be able to do at the end of the day with that mapping. I'm going to do a little demonstration now, then I will explain. This is it. So you've seen what I just did now, the combination of the baby scratch, start scratch alongside followed by the drop to keep the song going. So first you need to set your hot cue, as I've said severally. I believe at this stage you've watched that video where I talked about how to set hot cue, and I believe you know how to set it. Take note of the song this sound that is currently playing. You see where the person is constantly making a word. Hey, hey, hey. This very sound that you are hearing during the process of producing this song, it was deliberately put there to ensure that the DJ easily counts the beats of the song. So when you are doing this start scratch and the baby scratch, you are going to be following this particular sound that is going. It's a marker. It's an indirect way of putting a marker on the song for the DJ to follow. So you just see, oh, hey, hey. It's actually done on beat. That is why if you look at the hot cue, if you look at the wave of the song, you see the movement of that blue icon. Look at it. Hey, 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 hey. You see it's always at a particular point where it is going. So as it's going, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the hey is after one beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. At every time I mention 1, you see it's actually giving us the hey. So that is how the entire process is being made during the process of producing this track. So it's to ensure that as a DJ you flow with it, and the purpose of the scratch is to ensure that you lift the tempo of the song and make the audience flow along with it. We'll be doing the demonstration. Now let me explain everything about the keyboard now for you to see. This is letter L. This is the letter that does the baby scratch for us. Look at it. Let me pause the song now. This is the letter L. This is it. It's a single key that does everything, the baby scratch. By the time you combine the letter L with this, you will now have a start scratch. This is it. This is it. So a constant shift, pressing and lifting of this finger modify the scratches by combining the baby scratch and the start scratch. This is it. The speed at which you press the letter L increases and makes it more interesting. That is the entire essence of scratch, is to make the audience anticipate that something is about to happen, and you raise the expectation. You start on the slow and you move it faster. That means you are going to start it like this. So you can see how the complicated part comes into play. I am pressing this very fast, then I'm constantly taking my hand on and off on the control key. Then by the time you do that, then you now use your letter J to start the track. That is on the outgoing track or on the track that is playing. Then you use the letter N to mute the track that is playing. That means there are situations where after doing your scratch, you want to mute the song that is playing while you drop the incoming track that you are scratching on. Make sure your track is selected. This means this is our default deck, which is deck B, and then our deck A for now is not the default, but if it is playing, it becomes deck active. So if we want to start the scratch, we will first move our tab. That means make sure this A is selected, which becomes our active deck. Let me switch it now. I use my tab key to move. Once I tap on the tab, I move it. So by the time I move it now, I will now start this track. This is it. So you can see, just one click, the song has started. I will now use the same tab key to move it to this other deck. So I've already moved it to this other deck. Now I'm ready to start scratching on it and dropping it. Watch the demonstration now. So you see how the entire process becomes very easy, simple and straightforward. Once I go with this, the active deck pause, look at it. Even without the scratch, look at it. So you can see that is the role of the N. But by the time you fine tune it with the scratch, you see it gives it a completely new vibe. So that is how interesting being a DJ can be. So the entire essence of this, why I'm making more emphasis on the keyboard aspect is, especially on the system aspect is, maybe sometimes you want to do a complete DJ mix. You can't go through the process of setting up your entire equipment. Just with your laptop, you can do something little and make it available to your audience and whatsoever. So that is the entire essence of this video most of the time, that I'm encouraging people, so that you don't feel as if the entire process will have to be on the controller. But for here, I mostly talk about software related aspect, so that those who can get to work with the software will really appreciate what the software has to offer. You must understand how the software works very well before you can even work with the controller, because connecting the software and the controller, you need to understand how they interact. That is why a lot of people will have problem even with the connection, even with the installation. Some will buy heavy equipment, at the end of the day, even to use it is a big challenge. So if you feel you have another complicated mapping that really does better than this, please let me know in the comment box, or you can actually send me the video. I'll put this here, let the audience judge be the judge. I make sure you put your contact information, so that if it requires flogging you, I'll give them your address, let them follow you to your house and beat you. So thanks for being there once again. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you are just coming across the channel for the first time, please do well to keep up to date, so that we'll continue to flow along. We'll give you more information, more entertainment, and Hey.
Modernization. Chicken from money pressure. Okay. Modernization.